Day 3 of the Las Vegas Raiders training camp is in the books. One thing we can see from these 3 days is the Raiders still have a dominant defense. They might be better than they were over the second half of last season. There's the addition of interior defensive lineman Christian Wilkins, and as good as he was last year, corner Jack Jones has gotten even better. 2023 fourth-round corner Jacorian Bennett looks like he made that big jump to year 2 himself. Therefore, we can't be too hard on the quarterbacks just yet. 2024 first-round pick Brock Bowers is stacked day 3 on top of 1 and 2 on offense, though. Trey Tucker is showing he's more than a deep threat, and Dylan Labe is turning heads. Let's see what the Raiders are saying about it. Thanks to that dominant defense, both Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew have been throwing interceptions these last couple of days. Through 3 days, neither one of them has distinguished themselves so far. Head coach Antonio Pierce updated the quarterback situation this morning before practice.
Yeah, what I see is 2 guys competing. I asked them to, it's time to make that leap. Stop with the baby steps. Somebody grab the bull by the horn and be the guy, and they're trying to do that. So the competition is high. We're going to alternate. That's going to be what you're going to see every day. Aiden go first, Gardner go second, however that goes, and we'll switch it up. But I think the key part about it is regardless who's in, the offense is trying to be as efficient and as effective as possible. So, you got the offensive line there with those guys. You're trying to build that continuity to our wide receivers. I think both quarterbacks are doing it.
Pierce seems happy with the progress of Bennett.
You know what? Because he had a rough rookie year, right? He started here. Played some games, got nicked up. Then he's on the bench. Some other guys come in. So you go through those ups and downs as a rookie. And I think he's really did a great job this year just mentally preparing himself. Hey, whatever it is, I got to deal with it. And when you get the opportunity to make plays, make those plays. He had a great 2 plays yesterday, tipping the ball in the air. 1 was an interception. But just overall, his confidence is slowly building and growing. And I just think that room overall with Jack and Nathan there and Faison, they're doing a good job of mentoring him.
Pierce likes the fact that the Raider players are pissed off about their preseason predictions.
Well, I love it. The best part about it, we're still, 0-0. We haven't played any games yet, and we control the games that we win and lose. And I think the one thing about this team, and you'll see, and it's going to carry out, and you see it in their personalities, they got a chip on their shoulder. They play with a little bit of, they're pissed off, and that's good. And as long as we control that energy into something positive on game day, we'll be fine.
Oh, and Pierce is taking notice of 2024 fourth-round corner Tukamarian Richardson.
Well, yeah, I think the physical attributes are there. The kid's fast, he's tall, he's long, he's tough. Obviously, we're going to see it here in a second with the pads on, but I'm sure it's going to show up just like it did on film. Not afraid to throw his face in there and make those hard and difficult tackles. But what I see is somebody just constantly growing. Our special team coach loves him. He brings an element of speed and toughness there that you just can't coach with that length and speed. And on defense, we want to be in your face. And he has everything that you need to play that position at corner.
He talked about how Jones can carry his success last year into this year.
Well, I think what you do with your past is you learn from hopefully your mistakes more than the positives, right? Everybody's going to talk about the plays he made. But what me and Jack have always talked about in his careers is what are the things you've done wrong? And let's not repeat those mistakes. And I think Jack, each and every year, as he's mature and gets better as a pro, understand who he is and what he's able to do and what he's not able to do, he'll be a better player. But, Jack is an emotional player. He loves the game of football. And I think for Jack, just if he can just keep working on being consistent, we'll be fine.
Man, I'm telling you, Labe has caught his eye.
Man, that dude's special. I like him, man. He just walks around kind of that Long Island smile and talk, and he's gritty. He's a gritty running back. And the one thing about it, he surprises you with his speed. Really good with the ball after catch, even when he's running the football. He's going to be a difficult matchup, I would say, because it's already shown up in practice. It'll be better when we get the pads on and get more team competition. But I think he gives you a value of a third down back and some special team value as well.
Part of that big jump to year 2 is being comfortable and knowing what you're doing. Trey Tucker has that comfort now.
Yeah, for sure. More comfortable, kind of know what I'm doing. I know what they expect of me, and I know what I had to fix from last year. And obviously it's a continuing process that I'm going to go through this whole camp and obviously, hit it off in the season.
Yet this to offer when asked what he did to improve his game over the offseason.
Yeah, I think I kind of changed my body a little bit. I was a little down on weight last year, so put on a little more weight, just to be able to handle the duties of, playing outside receiver, playing everywhere, doing a lot of different things. Just catching a ton of footballs. I can't tell you how many I've caught. Just continue to do that. and just doing a little bit of studying. You know, of the opponents that we're going to play this year. You know, you have your iPad and that type of thing. So just being prepared way ahead, knowing what they're going to do, it helps me be at the best of my game.
He talked about staying in Las Vegas this offseason to get that chemistry down with O'Connell.
Yeah, it was super important. That's my guy. You know, it's surreal. Last year when we came in, we both were on field too, over there, just trying to learn the playbook. You know, now we're out there starting it off, and throwing this offseason was huge with him because, you know, I kind of really got to know him as a person, and that's kind of all we did, 3-4 times a week in the morning, and very beneficial.
He's impressed with both of his corners too.
I'm really impressed with JB. You know, obviously another rookie last year. Man, he's just taking a whole different approach to it, and a guy like that, I'm excited to see him blossom. But more on Jack, man. He's a guy like you go out there and it's like your antennas just go way up, just because, you know, he's a spunky type player, you know, like he wants to jump the route, you know, he's eyes in the backfield, that type of guy. But I think just his overall IQ and demeanor, you know, is really going to help him, and I think he'll be one of the best corners in the game.
Richardson has made an impression on Tucker too.
I was actually just talking to him a little bit earlier. He's going to be really good. Obviously, he just got here, so I didn't really mention him then, but I love him. He's a very long guy. He's aggressive and he can run. That's the thing, you know. I love to see about a DB that they're aggressive and they're not scared to hit, scared of contact. Obviously, I had a few snaps against him today in one-on-ones, and, you know, it's really just a test for me because obviously I'm a smaller, faster guy, but he's a longer guy, so those type of guys want to get hands-on, and I think he's going to be really good.
Fellow receiver Jacoby Myers notices a big difference in Tucker.
Trey, man, I don't think anybody worked harder than Trey this offseason. He had goals that he really focused on, and he went and accomplished them, I feel like. I mean, he catched the ball so much better, his routes so much better. He's strong as hell now. Like, he's like a good football player.
Then he went into what makes the defense so good.
I think they play really well together, you know. Like, the D-line is what the D-line is. Like, they dangerous. At the end of the day, like, everybody on the back end do a great job of fielding behind them. Like, they come downhill. They make plays on the ball. So they really do fit well together. It's fun going against them because it just makes us better.
On the safety, Marcus Epps, he was asked what came together for the defense last year and how it's helping them now.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we just reached a point last year where, you know, the chemistry came together. Everybody started trusting each other, trusting the plan, trusting PG. So I feel like that led into a lot of how we were able to play toward the end of last year. And then this year, you know, I feel like, you know, we all feel like we can really build off of those last few games. And I feel like, you know, these first few days of camp, we've been doing that. We've been bringing energy, and, you know, I like where we're at right now.
The offense obviously needs to improve this year, and Epps sees it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody on that side of the ball is working hard. There's so many playmakers over there. And, you know, I know they're going to do what they need to do. You know, my job is to focus on what I need to do and what the defense needs to do. And I know all the leaders on the offensive side of the ball, you know, they're going to do what they need to do on that side and continue to work each day.
We got another vote of confidence for Bennett here.
He's been doing a great job. I mean, even since last year when he first got here, came into camp, young guy, had a lot of confidence, was doing very well, seen a lot of things in him. And, you know, his rookie year might not have gone the way he wanted to, but I feel like he's got his confidence back. He worked really hard this offseason, man, and it's really showing out here. So I'm really proud of him and how far he's come, and feel like he can really be an elite corner in this league.
Oh, we have an update on Isaiah Polamalu.
He's been doing a great job, man. You know, since last year, he's been working really hard. He's been trying to each and every day just continue to learn. I think that's the biggest thing I've seen from him is it's very good in a young guy to see them just crave learning and crave to improve their football IQ, and I feel like he's been doing that since last year, and he's just been growing and growing. So, you know, I'm really proud of how far he's come, and I feel like he's another guy that we expect to make a jump this year and help this defense out as well.
Now we're on to Tyree Wilson, who addressed his bad rookie year, but he's now looking to improve on it.
Yes, you know, come back, you know, I didn't really have a training camp last year, but, you know, I'm not worried about last year. I'm worried about this year, and I'm here healthy, you know, just here to get better here in Costa Mesa, and that's all I'm focused on.
And he's been a sponge, soaking up all he can from Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins.
Man, it's great. You know, they did things at the highest level. You know, every time I do a rep, you know, I try to ask Max, hey, did you see it? Hey, Christian, did you see it? Which could you take away from it to, you know, to take my game to another level? So it's good to not only have a great coach like Robbie, but to have those two dudes in the room to help help get me to that higher stage quicker.
He has no problem playing on the interior as well as the edge.
Man, I enjoy it both. I feel like that's me. Versatility to be able to play all over. You know, I took that role on as, you know, they bumped me inside. You know, I like it, and then you know, I like playing outside.
He's as excited as can be to work with Crosby, Wilkins, and Malcolm Kuntz.
Man, I'm really excited, not only for me, but you know, to have Christian and Max around me, and Malcolm, just to feed off each other, you know, to push me to be better, and then to also push them.
It was day 3 today, and of course you could feel the enthusiasm like you would expect. Somebody might have gone too far with that enthusiasm yesterday with the Kermit the Frog Patrick Mahomes impression. I guess they're not scared of Mahomes after last year. The defense has picked up right where they left off last year, and they might have gotten better. Jones and Bennett appear to have improved from last year, and Wilkins will make his impact with the other usual suspects. There's a Polamalu sighting too, and on the offense, Bowers keeps on stacking days. Like you, I can't wait to see it all come together. It feels like we're going to see some improvement this year. Thank you for watching. See you next time.